Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So guys, today we are going to talk about this stock and I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then it will continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this company, and at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next and before we get into all of that. If you guys would like to earn two free stock with a MUMU value minimum value up to $7,000, please check out the link in the description. So guys, this is the guarantee. So let's start with the price short. I made my previous idea right there, right here at this point when we had the bouncer from 0.55 a natural adjustment level, and it is the confluence with this white line. It is a 200 exponential moving average, and I pulled the uh, five response for to from the very bottom to the very top of this range in order. Please these please these levels, and as you can see for now we have very good reaction at the golden pocket range statically, the most proper range of transversal, and they have to say that Tilray for now is one of the strongest stock that didn't lose a huge amount of it. Well, let me show you that it lost about 0.47% during the last session, and for example Tesla lost about 4.8%, Meta lost about 2.64%, and Google lost about 3.14%. So Tilray for now has a very strong technical position to hit some high target, and they will show you in my technical analysis what you should do in order to benefit from these assets. But first of all, let me show you that the market are deeply in red during the last session. As you can see, as in the 500 lost about 1.69%, Dow Jones lost about 1.9%, or Nasdaq lost about 2.18%, and Russell 2000 lost about 0.71%. Definitely we are deeply in red, and let me show you why it is happening right now. We have this article that was published on April 11th, and its title, White House says it expect inflation to be extraordinarily elevated in your report, and definitely by the time I posted this we already have this data, but when I record this video I don't have this data yet, and that's why it is just an upcoming event that will affect the price of these stocks. But let me go to the key points. The Bible administration is bracing for the Labor Department Consumers Price Index report to show that inflation is extraordinarily elevated. The Consumer Price Index for CPI is one of the Wall Street favorite ways to measure inflation. The CPI reading for March is due out, and we expect the March CPI headline inflation to be extraordinary elevated due to putting surprise hikes, said White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki. December readings showed the benchmark index rose 7.9% over the last 12 months, the highest level since 1982, and this anticipation of a much higher inflation number definitely draw for the price of the entire market down, and why Tilray is very strong. Right now, let me show you first of all this article, and we are multiple, and this article is titled Why to Rate Canopy Growth, and Aurora Cannabis stock dropped early Monday. And let me quote you several programs. The US House of Representatives passed the marijuana opportunity Reinvestment and Expansion Act on April 1st, 2022, mostly along party lines. That House vote effectively agreed to legalize marijuana by removing it from the list of federal really banned drugs under the Controlled Substance Act. That moves the issue to further consideration by Senate. That progress towards legalization in the United States, along with some positive earnings news, help both their shares of marijuana stock in recent week. And let me go to this, but the realization that the more actor has a big hurdle to clear. Impassive Disney to become law has some cannabis investor taking profits from the recent roundup today. Political websites, the Hughes highlighted the struggles that Senate Majority leaders Sheriff Summer we have to undergo to pass animal reform bill in his chamber, and that is why we have the movement on the anticipation of legalization of the marijuana views. And right here we have this decreased in price because a lot of investors just fix their profit, and further steps of legalization might be difficult. So, and let me show you why to ray why Tilray is so strong right now. We are on Yahoo Finance, and this article just an interview of what you are a CEO. And he said Americans want legal weed, and we need to be a position for it. And let me quote you this: by 2030 it's a $100 billion business out there. Two Ray brands. And CEO Iran Simon said on Yahoo Finance line. And even uh, if it didn't go legal, it is still a good sized business. Consumer want cannabis legalized, so we need to be positioned for it. And what happened when that what happened? And despite of some state permitting this substance, the jury isn't available to sell cannabis product in the United States because its stock trades on the Nasdaq major exchange refused to list companies engaged in the illegal activity. So until the US analyze marijuana on the federal level to raise cannabis aggregation remains limited to countries like Canada, where it's a fully illegal. And let me go to this Simon prediction that US legalization might not happen until at least 24 hasn't sought him for making a bold plan in the company Q4 earning calls. The CEO announced a plan to crack in $4 billion in revenue by 2024, and the US market is a big part of that. I need $2 to $3 billion of sales here in the United States, Simon said. So I just can't sit back and wait for legalization to happen. And in my opinion, it is a very good decision that he don't need to rely on the legalization. You want to enter this market by their subsidiaries, and that is why he is a very strong position on the market, become even stronger with these statements. And let me show you this chart. It is that the institutional ownership of Tilray compared to its surprise, and blue line represent the price of jewelry stocks, and green bars represent the number of share bought by institutional investor. As you can see, the closer we get to the negotiation in the United States, the more institutional investors buy TOA store. And definitely, and this is very good sign for from the fundamental standpoint, and that's why you can rely on this assets as a part of your investment portfolio. And let's continue with the technical analysis.